Hi Hokies, my name is Brandon, and today we're going to be doing a tour on campus where we're going to highlight some study spots on campus as well as some study tips as students prepare to head towards finals. So let's go. Hi, so the first spot we have is Torgersen Bridge. So on the very top within this beautiful bridge that I'll show in just a second, we have a lot of student seating for students to go there and study and sit there all night, and it's very quiet, it's very peaceful. It actually connects to our library here on campus. I'll go up there and show a video of kind of the layout, but I won't be talking too much and I don't want to be disruptive for students that are there studying during this time. So the next spot I think is a very nice study spot if you have like books you have to read or you kind of just have to focus. You don't necessarily need to study with a laptop, but you just kind of got to get some work done. There's actually the Pylons here on campus. Sometimes they're very peaceful when it's not grad photo season, but you can sit there, read a book, look at the drill field. It's very nice. So let's go. So I personally like to study on that ledge back there, just because, as I said, you can look at the drill field. It's pretty quiet, pretty peaceful. I won't go there and show you all just because some students are sitting there right now, which is great. But yeah, that's another nice study location. Now let's go to our next option, which is going to be Newman building itself. So here we're at Newman. So Newman, this is the main side of it, but there's actually 6 floors of this library. One of my favorite floors to study on is the second floor, just because we have the printing on that floor. It's close, I don't have to walk too far, and it's relatively pretty quiet. But some of the quiet floors of the building are actually 3rd and 5th floor. So if students are looking to go on a more quiet floor, those should be the floors to go. So let's go. So that was Newman, and the next study spot we're going to highlight is actually Squires. So Squires is our student center here on campus, and it has a lot of study lounges and study spaces and dining options there that you can choose. There's one little hidden spot that I really love to study at that I'm going to show with you guys today. So let's go. So one of my favorite spots here at Squires is actually this hammock spot behind the building, actually. So these are actually free usage spaces. If you have a hammock, you can come up here and hang yours up here, but also if you don't, you can get a free hammock with your student ID here on campus. So it's very nice. I love to come out here, especially on beautiful days like these, and just sit out in a hammock. So because there are so many study spots here on campus and I can't highlight them all or also go to them, what I'm going to do is input some photos as well to show you guys some different study options and stuff. And now we're going to head over and talk about some study tips.
So now that we're back, something I want to talk about is actually the Pomodoro method for studying. So I personally like to use that a lot because it helps me break up a lot of my time while I'm studying in large chunks. Basically what you can do is you set a time on that you plan to study and then a time off to allow your body to rest and recoup. So I like to do 25 on, 5 off. And that really helps me break up my studying time so I'm not getting too burnt out. So that's one effective tip that I really love to do.
So a second study habit that I really enjoy doing is actually regurgitating kind of my notes. So a lot of people call it like a brain dump basically, but what I try to do is I try to talk to a friend and I try to explain concepts to them in layman's terms, so that shows that I understand it from a scientific or higher level depth, and I'm able to then regurgitate that to friends. So that is really helpful, especially when I'm trying to knock down large concepts. They can get very wordy. That helps me because I'm then able to test that with friends and say like, hey, this is blah, blah, blah. And that really helps me. So I hope some of these study locations and tips help as you guys go about studying for your finals, or even for prospective students that are looking into how we go about studying and where we study here on campus in the future. Thank you guys for tuning in.